Let's now look at research for this argument paper. To get to EBSCO, we're going to go to our quick links on the homepage. We're going to go to Chapman Library. This will open a new window. We'll click on EBSCO, and you'll need to log in using your username and password. This is going to be your student ID number and the password associated with that number. Once we're in EBSCO, I want to show you a couple of things. So I want to look at maybe something like humor or laughter. And let's look at college or university and classroom. So I'm going to look at bringing humor into a college classroom. I might want to get humorous. So I'm going to put the asterisk after the R there. Colleges and universities, I want to get, so I'm going to truncate that, put my asterisks in, and then maybe classrooms. And then I'm going to make sure I check the full text and see what articles come up here. Again, where I need four, I'm searching for maybe 20 to 50 because I don't want to be limited to just the first four I find. We can see that I'm getting 812 results right now, and that is too many to go through. So I'm going to add another keyword. Let's put in student or students and see if that will narrow it down. Here now I'm getting 594, so I'm going to add United States because I'm only interested in universities and colleges here. So now I've got 58. 58's not bad. On the last essay, we were looking at mostly articles found in magazines and newspapers. And we don't want to do that for this research paper. The reason why is because we think of who writes stories for magazines and newspapers. They are journalists, they are researchers like us who are finding the information and compiling it. We want articles written by the experts themselves. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this source type, and we're only going to choose the academic journals. So I apply that, and now I get 21 results. 21 is at the low end, but I think it will work for finding four sources. Now, if I check on this peer reviewed, we think of our peer reviews and what we're doing in our peer reviews. We're looking at each other's work critically. So a peer-reviewed article is an article written by an expert who sends it out to have others look at it, and they say, yes, we agree with this information, and then they publish that work. Now we notice we had 21 academic journals. When I click peer review, still 21. And that's because academic journals tend to publish peer-reviewed material. So this is what we're going to want for our research essay. If we look through these, ice cream is delicious, shared codes that emerge through interactions in two ESL academic writing classrooms. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is what I'm looking for. Again, I have this abstract here that will tell me basically what the essay is about. Now remember, we don't want to cite from the abstract. We want to cite from the actual article that we're getting. So if I wanted this article, again, I'm going to select it. And when you select it, you'll notice you have your title, you have your authors, you have the journal, you have the date, you have all of this information that you'll need to cite it. Don't forget that we're going to look down here after the abstract for a DOI. And if there's a DOI, you do want to use that. There isn't one here, which is okay. And then we can actually bring up the article that says you need to go to ERIC, which is that different database. And then we can download the full text here. Okay, so we want to go through these. Again, we're looking for 4 sources, but I would say at least get 6 or 7 so you have backups. This one, Fun in the College Classroom, this looks exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, so I want to use that one. Again, there's the PDF and the online full text. Always choose the PDF. This will bring it up just like it is in the actual article. And this will also have a lot of that information you need. For example, the DOI is right here. So this one does have a DOI. We can also go back to the article and click on the article, much like we did with the last one, and find all that information here. So again, we have the date, we have the authors, we have after the information here, we do have the DOI. Okay, so we want to find all that information. Again, these are being written by the experts themselves. You're often going to have more than one author, whereas in the magazines and newspaper articles, we rarely had more than one author, if there was even an author. So we want to use these sources because they will provide credibility to our argument. So make sure when you're doing your searches that we're going back up and clicking on the type of source. We're choosing academic journals. We want to find those peer-reviewed journals. And then at full text, just because those are the ones that we have access to. Now, if you're having trouble with the search strings, like the one that I created here, make sure you review that video on search strings and the 4 components, which are going to be these keywords. We have the truncation, like I truncated university, so I can get universities. We have synonyms, you can see humor or laughter, college or university. And then we have our operators, these ors and these ands. Okay, so make sure you review that part for your research so that you're not having such a difficult time searching for something. For example, if you just put in humor in the college classroom. So if we do that search, I'm only going to get the 11 results because I'm not adding my synonyms, I'm not truncating things. Okay, so make sure that you're following this pattern that was set up in that video. If there are any questions, be sure to let me know. Get started on your research early. Make sure that you can find the articles that you want so that you don't have difficulty with the assignment the week before the peer review is due and are struggling to find sources. Give yourself time to ask me any questions. Do save your search strings, maybe in a Word file or something, so that if you are having difficulty, you can send me what you've searched and I can give you some help. Good luck.